Good evening. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, good evening to everyone here. I'm Jennifer Moore. I am the chair of the Suffolk National Night Out Committee. I'm also the Media and Community Relations Director here with the City of Suffolk. And I have the pleasure of kicking off our appreciation reception tonight. So before we get started, I wanted to thank some very, very special people with us in the audience tonight. We've got Councilperson Tim Johnson, Councilperson Shelley Butler Barlow. We've got Councilperson Leroy Bennett, Clerk of Court Randy Carter. Thank you for joining us. And behind us we have Major Danny Bowie, Deputy Chief Miles, Al Moore, our City Manager, Mayor Michael Duman, Commonwealth Attorney Narendra Plez, and our Fire Chief Michael Baraki. So thank you all for joining us this evening. And we also have our committee members from the National Night Out Committee. So I just wanted to recognize those committee members. If you're here tonight, please stand to be recognized. Thank you very much. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and get started with our Pledge of Allegiance, led by Councilperson Butler Barlow.
Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilperson. I'd now like to ask Mayor Michael Duman to take the podium to chat with us about National Night Out and his pup.
Chief can handle it. Don't get too carried, like over there. Go on. Go to Chief. You tell her, she'll see. She really doesn't need to get a beating tonight, so she'll be all right. You'll be okay? All right, good evening, everyone. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here to recognize volunteers, sponsors, organizations, staff, first responders, and citizenry that were responsible for once again making National Night Out in Suffolk the, capital the, premier National Night Out event in the nation. I'm deeply appreciative of all who dedicated their energy, time, and resources to this event. As I look around, I recognize many that have been instrumental for years, but I'm also encouraged by the new participants that chose to be involved this year. I can see Chuckatuck is very well represented. Chuckatuck people, yeah, you can't take Chuckatuck out of me. That's just the way it is. As I travel across our city and venture into our neighborhoods, I continue to be amazed at our diversity. But what makes me immensely proud is our unity. The spirit of unity and cooperation that fills the air during National Night Out is unparalleled to any event held in our city. The camaraderie and interactions I witnessed on August 1st among law enforcement, first responders, local businesses, community leaders, and our residents was indeed heartwarming. The connections and relationships fostered will serve as building blocks of a safer and more secure environment where trust and collaboration pave the way for a brighter future. I mentioned the diversity of our population earlier. What makes National Night Out unique is that regardless of where you live in our city, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your income level, regardless of your age, regardless of your religion, and regardless of your political affiliation, because that night there were no Democrats, there were no Republicans, there were only Suffolkians. Suffolk is a shining example how there can be diversity without divisiveness. We came together as one city, united with one single purpose of creating a safer environment for all our citizens. National Night Out is a single event on a single day, but we must never forget that our law enforcement and public safety personnel work 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to ensure our safety and protect our freedoms. They are the security blanket that allows us to sleep at night. We should constantly support our first responders and carry this positive momentum forward as we continue to make our community an even better place to live, work, and raise a family. Thank you again for being part of what makes Suffolk the greatest city in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I can't wait till next year.
Good evening. My name is Joan Turner. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for the Suffolk Commonwealth Attorney's Office, but I'm also a member of this great committee. With that being said, we know how to eat, we knew how to boogie, and we knew how to enjoy Suffolk. So with that being said, I see Andy in the back here, so it must be Tim back here. Tim, show that video.
Great work to the media team for putting that together. So now we'll go ahead and do our presentation of certificates for our communities. I'll ask Ms. Kathy to the podium. So as we do this, we'll call your community name, so all of your community representatives who are here with you, or if you're by yourself, that's okay too. Please join us up here, and we're all going to stand for a group shot. So I'm going to ask everybody here to stand over here. And I'm also going to ask our very special guest, if he's in the building still, Mr. Nat Knight. He's probably exhausted from dancing so much. There he is. All right. So we'll have everyone just kind of line up here. And we have Andy to take our photos. Yep, Nat, you good?
Let me get Nat.
Yeah, help Nat get in his spot. All right. So these are not in alpha order. I'll say that up front. We'll have him in the center. There we go. All right. Oh boy, I don't know if Holly's going to like this. Okay. Let's take a little adjusting. We'll get it right. All right, Catherine. These are the names. The names are right here. And these are for OBC. They have their own stack when you get to them.
Okay.
I'll help you with that.
Okay. Okay, the first one I'd like to call up is God is Real Ministries. Who's going to present it? Yes.
Have you stand right in the middle. Their certificate. Let's have your whole group over. Thank you for wearing your T-shirt.
Wait on Andy. How about Andy? The next one is Hunt Club Point HOA. The next one is Style Shop Barber and Beauty.
I'm so tall, I can sit back here.
The next one is East Suffolk Gardens.
That's me. You see anybody come in that look like they late for
Oh. The next one is South Suffolk Pleasant Hill Civic Association. The next one is Lakeland High School.
Yes, sir.
It's all in the voice.
The next one is Sadler Heights. The next one is Creekside Elementary School. The next one is Lake Kennedy Park. You gonna turn around? Come here, buddy. Come here.
No, I'm not gonna follow you.
Do it
I want
this
her
one.
to get-
Okay. The next one is Suffolk Obacy.
I think I'm gonna go around on the end.
The next one is Greater Oakland and Chuckatuck Civic League. The next one is Hill Point. I don't see anybody from Hill Point.
And then Saratoga, Philadelphia.
The next one is Saratoga, Philadelphia.
I'm handing it to you to hand it back to me.
Do you want me to call these out? Okay.
And I believe that's everyone. Want to make sure we didn't forget any community. No hands raised? All right. Well, that being said, I'd like to ask our folks to have a seat. And we thank you for standing up. Thank you, Nat. I do think we have a seat for you up here if you want to sit with us. We'll have you seated right here in the middle. All right, so let's move on to our closing remarks from Major Danny Bowie.
How's everybody doing tonight? I want to start out by saying 27 years law enforcement here, all with the city of Suffolk, but I got twice that amount of time as a resident of the city of Suffolk. I've lived here on and off my whole life, so what we're doing here today is not only important for public safety, it's important for me and my family also because we're citizens of this community. And it means the safety of this community means everything to us as it does to all of you sitting here or you wouldn't be here. I'm a product of John Yates High School, class of something. I don't even say, we'll go there. And I want to say I've been missed if I did. Miss Colbert, that's what I know you as. Where are you at? That's my fifth grade school teacher. Fifth grade school. So if she tells you any stories, she's a habitual liar. So don't trust her. Thanks for everybody for being a part of this, guys. Y'all don't know how important this is. I think every night in our city is National Night Out. Now, we don't allow bad things in our neighborhood none of the time. And I tell people this all the time, that it's 98, probably even more than that, 98% of our community are made up of good people, good law-abiding citizens, you know, and 1% to 2% can turn that around for us if we allow it. If we allow 1% or 2% of the people to dictate how we're going to live our lives, then that's on us, right? And I equate it to if we're going to go to a cookout and I say, look, hey, guys, I got 98 hamburgers. Y'all come to my cookout. And Ms. Colbert says, I have 2 hamburgers. Y'all come to my cookout. Where you going? 98 all day long, right? Well, my money's on the 98% all the time, guys, all the time. And as a police department, we can't function without your support. Without the community, we can't police. You know, I know y'all realize that, but it's so true is that if you give up on us, then we cannot police. We need y'all every step of the way. In Suffolk, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our brothers and sisters in the fire department that are with us every day out there fighting this fight every day. The Commonwealth Attorney's Office, every day. She's with us. She prosecutes the crimes that we bring to her and her office and her staff. So with them and with y'all and with us, we can knock that 2% down, right? We can make that 100%. A healthy community to me is when I go through and I see people out walking their dogs. Not inside, but walking their dogs outside. When people are out jogging or having cookouts, you know, or walking, you know, that's a healthy community. When we're afraid to come out of our house because somebody may shoot or something like that, we can't allow that. We can't allow that in our community. And as a community, we can stop that. We can stop it with your help, but only with your help. If you guys can't give up on us and we can't give up on you, right? The partnership can make it happen. And the community and the police department, the fire department, the Commonwealth's attorney, and all of us together, we can stamp out crime. You know, 365 days a year, not just one, not just National Night Out. So please remember that as we're going through our daily routines. If you see something, say something. You know, we count on y'all to report things to us because you're the eyes and ears of the community, right? You know, I live in Suffolk. My family lives in Suffolk, so this is important to me. You know, just as important it is to you guys, it's important to me. And I'm not going to allow bad behavior in my neighborhood. I'm going to call the police. You know, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure my community is a safe place to be. So once again, thanks for you guys make this work. You guys make it work. And when we say Suffolk is a great place to be, Suffolk is a great place to be, truly. It has been for me for so many years. I'm not going to say how many, but it's been a long time, right, Ms. Colbert? Longer for her than it has been for me because she was my teacher, right? Thanks, guys, for letting me be a part of this. I appreciate it. And just keep in mind together that we can make Suffolk the best and the safest place to live. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Major Bowie. And in case you guys couldn't tell from that video, here in Suffolk, we like to eat. So we have a great spread for all of our community leaders and our volunteers here tonight. But before we can eat that food, we need a little blessing. So Councilperson Butler Bartlow, would you please lead us in that blessing? Thank you.
I got drafted tonight, which is a great honor and a privilege. Will you all pray with me, please? We are all grateful for the people that are gathered in this room together tonight. We are grateful for the community support, for the leadership, for the sense of unity, and for our common goal of making Suffolk a safe and wonderful place to live. We ask blessings on everyone gathered here tonight in whatever walk of life they've come from, and for the fact that we can all be here together and work together. We ask blessings on the food that we're about to enjoy together and appreciate being able to gather and celebrate on this night in this city with all of this group. Amen.
Thank you for that. So with that being said, if we hadn't said it already tonight, thank you to our community leaders, to our volunteers. We are on the map for National Night Out. We already know that because we were third place last year and we've been placing for the last 10, 15 years. This year, we're going for number 1. I think we have a legitimate shot at it, and it's because of you guys. It's because every single community came out and showed up. And each community event looked a little different because it's what reflects your community. And that's what we love about Suffolk. That's what we love about this event. So thank you. Thank you to our volunteers, our city volunteers, our committee members, our community leaders. We do hope to see you again next year because we're even going to go bigger and better. With that being said, the food is outside here. You go through the door to the council chamber room. And our spread is in there, and we've got tables and chairs for everyone. We even have a cool little photo op with Nat Knight. So as community leaders, I know that you guys were running around doing all the important things that night of, and you probably didn't get any good pictures taken of yourself. Well, tonight we're gonna get a good picture with you and Nat Knight. So please partake in that as well. And with that being said, let's go have dinner. Thanks, everyone.